It's Ebi Hime time again, and this time I'm reviewing two stories at once. Lynne and Nothing and Nowhere. That's two. The first is called Lynne and the second is called Nothing and Nowhere. I just wanted to clarify that because Lynne and Nothing and Nowhere sounds like either three things or possibly just one. A bit like the Olsen twins, Mary, Kate and Ashley, who are two people but sound like three people and have the combined body mass of one normal-sized person. Anyway, let's start with Lynne. This reminds me of a gothette I used to go out with in the early 80s. It's short, dark and disturbing. It also has that weird electronic music like the late 70s experimental stuff I used to like. It's the story of a teenage girl trying to cope with a whole range of problems and failing. It starts off dark, gets darker, and by the end it's as dark, bitter and likely to keep you awake at night as the coffee I used to drink when I worked night security. Pity poor Lynne. Her home life is pretty rough, school is no better, she has low self-esteem, and the thought of her upcoming exam season has pushed her stress meter to dangerous levels. This only lasts about an hour, but it will stay with you for a while after. The sequel, Nothing and Nowhere, is rather more upbeat. It's set 3 years later, and our hero Cora has found a dishevelled Lynne on the beach at the small seaside town where she lives. Cora takes Lynne home and looks after her for the next 3 months. Here I feel I must object. Most people don't take in random strangers they find on the beach. And Cora is a Londoner. Londoners definitely don't behave like this. Most of us don't even talk to our neighbours. We certainly don't let people we know nothing about into our homes to live off us for months on end. The government do, but we don't. I found this all a little hard to swallow. Anyway, back to the story. Cora and Lynne gradually get to know each other. They celebrate Christmas together and eventually tell each other their sad backstories. So, how will it end? Will Cora and Lynne live happily ever after? Will Lynne be reconciled with her family? Well, you can find out after the credits. There's a post-credits scene that brings Lynne's story to a close. These can be played separately, but I think it's best to play them together. The first one takes you down and the second one brings you back up again. They both have very different art styles and music, but they're both good in their own ways. Ebi Hime never disappoints, and these two are well worth a go.